Welcome to School Matters. I'm Soraya. We're here at the Center for Communications and Media Relations here at Varina High School. Here we have a lot of fun and great community, but it's also a lot of work. Later in the show, we'll see how IT students are preparing for the real world and get an overview of this year's Henrico 21. But first, we'll meet some Highland Springs Springers who are leaving their mark at school, literally.
This is a mural not only based on Black history, but based on the 804 and Highland Springs High School in general.
How do we do some of these things with the 804? By representing the 804.
They said they wanted it to be a timeline from ancient history, representative of African heritage that we all share, and all the way up into the future, because we feel that we are putting a good foot into the future with what we're doing here at the school.
We've put brains, we've put our artistic ability, we've put everything that we could possibly think of in this mural, and it's come out really well, and we all think it looks great.
So they chose figures from the 804, Virginia Randolph and L. Douglas Wilder, and especially A. Donald McKeechin. I was really thrilled that the kids chose him. So anyway, long story less long, we have multiple components that tell our story across time, so that was the timeline.
Work as a team, collaborate.
Usually I do traditional art with graphite. I've worked with charcoal, sculpting with clay, but spray paint itself was new for me. So it was interesting learning how it could be different between the layering. If you're too close, it might drip down. If you're too far, then it's not thick enough of a layer to notice what it is.
We use yellow, black, and white because that's really our school colors. It's messy, but it's good.
All right, let's go. Y'all know what you're doing. I ain't gonna tell you, let's go.
Really first time, it's more of like just wanting to have a teamwork environment, help give back to the community.
Working together, being a team, right? All right, so we did that. So we can put that up pretty much anywhere on the wall as well.
It's been amazing. It's been great to see everything pop really.
So which of these things here have we done?
Part of the learner profile that Henrico has, we covered almost all portions.
Communicating. How do we communicate in doing this mural?
The critical thinking, creative thinking, communication is if you put something in the wrong spot, then, it doesn't look that good, right?
I signed up for it and we made a plan. We planned it out. We came out here on a Saturday and we painted and we put our hard work, we put our effort into it.
Just to watch these kids come together to actually work as communicators, collaborators, critical thinkers, because we really live these principles and we try to talk about them, and when we put them into the mural.
You guys planned it out and then you guys executed it. That's student-owned, of course.
It all comes back to we are. And these are the things that we would like to embody. These are the things that we would like to send out into the community.
It makes me feel so good that my little cousin is gonna come and go to Highland Springs and it's gonna be like, my cousin put up a mural.
That's exciting to know that I'm a part of something big.
And maybe our kids come to the school and they can look at it and know that we did that. It's a part of our history.
Nice job, Springers. Did you see how big that mural was? Our next story also involves students putting paint on walls and creating artwork, except this is on a much smaller scale. Much smaller. Watch and see.
I have been working with Noah's Children since 2012.
Well, I have worked with Noah's Children before. Luckily, we have a partnership with Noah's Children's Hospital. And she said, we're going to try something a little bit different this year. Usually they collect pieces of original artwork from students and auction them off at their big fundraiser. And this year they were going to do something sort of unique.
And this year, the idea was we're going to build a dollhouse, but we want individual schools to work on different components of the dollhouse.
And then this opportunity came up, which was really cool, to be a part of kind of this bigger auction. And that's how we started painting tiny furniture.
Did you find
Leave for Change is a group where we help Noah's Children, which is a non-profit organization.
Noah's Children is for helping people with medical conditions and their families.
We made a dollhouse and we did the kitchen and we had to paint
all of the furniture.
We built decorations and it was really fun.
I made the little chair cushions and I helped paint the furniture and stuff.
So there was like an island, then you have a refrigerator, a countertop and with a sink, and a dining table with a carpet.
So the original color scheme we chose was kind of dull a little bit. It was like brown, but I decided to add like maybe a little pop of green to like represent that, like even though their life might be like dull on the outside, there's still like that little pop of light.
Have you talked to Noah's Children's Hospital? Are there any?
Our club is the Leo Club. We meet every Thursday, and during that time, we do different projects.
We're doing like the Dollhouse project. So we worked on one part, which was the boys' room, and then we decided to make it like a Toy Story theme. So the colors are like blue, like how Andy's room is. I did the wall. So like I did the rainbow, the clouds, and then on the side we put like the characters.
My contribution was the canvas. So you can see in the boys' bedroom, there's gonna be like a little red smiley face with a black canvas. That was me.
I really liked our collaboration of ideas that we used. And one of my favorites is like the floors and the bed, just the different stuff like that.
I'm going to overlap that. Look what happened. Normally with this charity, it's individual projects per schools. Our first project was actually a painted window, and it auctioned off for $800. Sometimes it was a piece of furniture that they would donate to us. Other times it was, what can you come up with? So this year, the idea was, we're gonna build a dollhouse, but we want individual schools to work on different components of the dollhouse. Our girls here in 5th grade, we worked on the living room part of it. So we decided on the theme, we decided on the color, they painted the furniture, they designed frames that were made out of special kind of clay that we baked, and I cut mirrors for them. They designed the artwork, and they even drew on the floor to make it look like a wooden floor. So they had a vintage theme.
It was a fun opportunity. The students came up with all the ideas, how they wanted to decorate, what's the theme. And I think we were just like, whatever it is, we'll do it.
Doing something like this is that the students take ownership, and they can see that even as an 11, 12, 13-year-old, they can truly make a difference in people's lives. And the money that they're able to raise and the support that they're able to give back to Noah's children, it really gives them a chance to connect with the community, and in some cases, part of our community that they wouldn't necessarily even know about if we didn't have this opportunity.
That was awesome. I like interior decorating. Someday it would be cool to have a house and decorate each room. Up next, Elena's going to tell us about how 3 Chopt Elementary is celebrating reading with one special book.
At 3 Chopt Elementary, they kicked off School Library Month by focusing on one special book.
The title of our book is Nim's Island, and it's written by Wendy Orr.
And seeing the main character from the book come to life was exciting for everyone.
Ahoy there, everybody! I'm so happy to see you. Boy, there sure are a lot of boys and girls here. My name is Nim, and I live here on this island with my dad and lots of animals. And it's just us, nobody else.
That was just the beginning. This was a one school, one book event, which means every student at 3 Chopt Elementary received a copy of Nim's Island to read and to keep. Things didn't end when they got the book. Throughout the month, they had trivia questions on Nim's Island during morning announcements. Plus, they planned a big movie night in May. One school, one book is one more great thing happening at 3 Chopt Elementary.
Nice job, Elena. In some ways, this is only the beginning. Now that they have the books, everyone needs to read. They'll also do some projects based on Nim's Island. There's even a special movie night planned in May. When we come back, we'll visit an art show at Deep Run High.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Welcome back to School Matters. I'm Soraya. So far in the program, we've seen students use their artistic skills to create an outdoor mural and rooms in a dollhouse. Let's stay with that theme and see what some artists at Deep Run have to show.
So this is our senior art show, and I collaborated with Lindy, and we made like a whole theme and everything, and just wanted to display our art for our school and family and friends.
It was really nerve-wracking at first because it was kind of all my work, but once everyone came in, saw it, the energy was great, I was having a good time.
So I kind of just wanted to put as much as I could out there that I was proud of so that I could have it viewed by more people. So it was a great experience.
So reprisal goes along with the theme of like animals taking over, treating us the way we've been treating them, and just partaking in the revenge on humanity.
Like at the beginning, we kind of just thought of this thing called like a comfort corner that's just like comforting and feels like home. And then we kind of branched out on that idea and like made it look like a home, but we wanted more like destruction.
So we did a base coat of like beige first, and then we bought stencils to do the design to make it look like wallpaper. So at first it's just a blank white box from this hall, and then Mr. Geyer lets us do anything we want to the walls as long as we get it back to white for the next person.
So dissonant means lacking harmony, and I know it can be perceived as a kind of negative word, but I think it goes pretty well with my art because there's not anything very, very noticeable that ties it all together. Personally, I think that all my pieces are very different, and I like the lack of harmony. I like when things are all over the place, when it's a little chaotic. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this piece. I was able to kind of just let loose and just do whatever I wanted on this. I kind of hoard trash over time, and I thought it'd be cool to turn it into something. It allowed me to bring back miniature, which I used to explore a lot as a kid, so that was a lot of fun because here I incorporated a lot of abstract miniature art, and I kind of just combined all the styles that I've gone through throughout my life, so I'm really happy with this piece.
I think my style is more like simple and realistic. I try to like branch out to do like more out of the box, but I always just end up doing like portraits or like hyper realism. I think my favorite one is the puffer jacket or my self-portrait. That's what got me into like charcoal mostly. It's definitely weird to be staring at a picture of yourself for so long and like trying to like see every detail, but after I was done, I was pretty happy with it and I thought it looked like me, so yeah.
My biggest goal through high school was just exploring a bunch of different medias. So I have oil paint, I got into wood shop, acrylic paintings, still lifes, everything. So I got into fashion like midway through junior year, and I really liked it, and it's been important to me ever since. Just because there's so many parts that go into it. You have to pattern make, you have to cut out pieces, put it all together, like feel how it forms the body. It's very difficult, I would say. It was just nice to see like all my work on like a professional like display here. I haven't seen my art all together like this before, so it's just kind of nice to see it all together.
It was very exciting. Just seeing people's reaction to like our art and the painted walls and everything was rewarding and nice to see.
I think this was a great first step into having my work viewed by a larger audience and just kind of gaining the confidence to put myself out there and gain more opinions and perspective towards my art.
I like how the one girl used garbage to create her art. Enough with art, let's look at sports now. Recently, there was a big multi-school competition that involved not so big players. Check it out.
There you go.
Usually on the elementary level, you really don't have a lot of sports that are being, broadcasted or being exposed. So we found that this would be a great way to bring some kids out and see what their talent looks like and, see what they can do on the court, build teamwork, camaraderie, and just build each other up on and off the court as well.
Y'all always drop it down to the short corner. I don't want y'all on the 3-point line. I want y'all to drop it down to the short corner.
It's been a good incentive for, like, you know, just coming to school. Kids want to come to school now because they know they have practice. Kids want to do well in school, all right, and hold their classmates accountable for certain things. So it's really just helped the morale of the school in general, having something to root for and having something to look forward to.
That positive atmosphere helped them when they go back into the classroom to have a positive attitude about learning. So that spirit and that environment, it transcends back into the classroom where they have a positive attitude and they want to be in school and they want to learn.
That helped me because at first it's like I don't really like to talk to people, but playing basketball really opened me up, and now I'm starting to make a lot of friends, and I'm like being friends with somebody and helping them if they feeling down and stuff. Well, it's fun because they're trying to prepare us for when we get to the higher levels. My mom always tell me like to help people out sometimes, and I just try to help my teammates out too on the court.
So if we do play a lot of games, usually you want to like compete against them because it's like a good practice against other schools to see like how good they are, to like learn from them if they're like really good, and you can just see how they play and like practice at home or something.
It's just like helping me learn the field, like helping me learn, like with a pass and stuff, like take it to the hole and stuff. It's helping me learn.
You hear me? The ref is blowing the whistle. They calling travel, and number 7 is getting at y'all. This is what we needed.
If they learn that hard work on the court also transitions to hard work in the classroom, they're gonna know how to take what they do in here and translate it into the classroom.
We let them know just like you can learn the plays in basketball and soccer, you can learn math, you can learn English, you can learn reading. So that same focus that you put in basketball and following the rules, you can do the same thing in the classroom.
We want to start early with incorporating, life skills, just like Henrico talked about, character. We want to incorporate teamwork. We want to incorporate integrity. We want to incorporate being honest. We want to incorporate being loyal, trustworthy. All of these things.
Some of these kids know kids from Arthur Ashe, from Glen Lee, so just to have an opportunity to show up on Saturdays and compete with them, like it's just fun. Like fun competition and friendly competition, like just breeds fun.
Hopefully, all schools in Eastern Henrico can participate in the program within the next couple of years, and we can actually have an elementary school program that deals with education, grades, as well as basketball.
It gives the children something to look forward to, and it helps them in the classroom, and it helps their development athletically and academically and socially. It's a win-win for everybody.
I hope you are paying attention. Some of those elementary school stars will be high school heroes in a few years. When we come back, we'll visit some big events where Life Ready was the common theme.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to School Matters. I'm Soraya. Here at the Center for Communications and Media Relations, we go on field trips to talk to people about their jobs relating with media, which I really enjoy. At the Center for the Arts at Henrico High School, they have professionals come in and talk with them, check it out.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Awesome.
So we had our CFA Symposium Day.
It's sort of like an in-school field trip.
It was really, really fun. All of the CFA Performing Arts students get to spend a whole day taking workshops from guest artists from around the area and from outside the area.
Which is pretty much us getting experience in different types of art, like makeup, stage combat,
classes like hip hop, tap,
improv, all these different things.
And it really touches on like every performing arts discipline.
A lot of people, they'll take your color, like where you contour, and they'll put that.
My first class was basic makeup and old age.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more trippy and not as.
She gave us a lot of free range where we were able to kind of do our own thing.
I like doing makeup like outside of school and stuff, and I just think it's interesting how you can like use it in the theater world and like transform anyone into any kind of character.
Basic was kind of like just what you would see if you went to a Broadway show. It was every day but times 10. And then fantasy, we had Shrek, and there was avatars, and there were animals and Greek gods. It was kind of everything. It was a free range kind of class.
I picked Simba. I don't know why.
The nose is looking a little weird.
But it was like actually like really fun just to like paint my whole face like orange and yellow.
It was really fun.
Can we try that?
Yeah.
Can we pick it up from the second half?
Vocal coaching was very, very, very informative.
What can they do?
He's currently at Christopher Newport, and he taught us a lot of things with our vocal cords and stuff.
So I want you to sing it a little bit more. I feel like it got a little precious.
He really helped me overcome like my mistakes and stuff.
Now say one thing that you'd like to work on, just one.
It was just like a really fun experience.
I mean, if you like shed a tear, it's all right, but don't like.
sobbing.
First class that I took was audition technique.
It should be at a point where you can invoke that emotion without losing yourself.
Auditioning is incredibly stressful, but is such a big part of theater and acting in general. So it's an incredibly important skill to have.
Always have your audition book with at least one up-tempo and one ballad for each section.
I really liked the teacher. The teacher was really cool. He was so nice.
You don't want to walk in and be like, hey, what's up? And everybody's just like...
We got to talk with a current VCU student who taught us everything about preparing for your audition.
I know I have 2 or 3 songs for each sort of category.
We worked with each other to figure out like what is the goal of the character and how to successfully display it.
He switches up and goes to a different area.
I want you to send me back before.
It was very informative, especially as a high school student going to college. I'm auditioning for colleges currently for musical theater, and I need to practice these things.
Be unapologetically yourself while you're performing. Don't hold anything back, okay?
Right foot and left foot and boom, boom, step, step, step.
First class I had was hip hop, which it was the best environment for me because, you know, dance is my life. And so having hip hop first thing when I got here, it just made everything powerful, like, okay, let's start it, let's get it going.
I've never done hip hop in my life. The teacher was so nice.
Boom, boom, step, step, step. Again.
She talked about her dance classes being a community of support and fun, no competition, just having fun dancing and learning.
Said you live in a dream and
I felt like it was more advanced than what I'm used to, but I really enjoyed it, and I got to learn new, like, I don't know, technique and steps.
It was definitely something outside of my comfort zone, but I think that's what Symposium is about and what it's there for.
If you are nervous, that's okay. It's an audition. People get nervous.
Elbows, your shoulders, your knuckles, your knees, your ankles. I know it's cartilage, but your nose counts.
You get to experience new things completely for free. You don't have to come with any prior knowledge.
And it can help you figure out what you want to do and what you might not want to do.
So I think it's a really sweet idea to have like outside people come in, teach us, and we learn from those who are in the industry.
I like the face painting part. If I did my face, I'd probably go with something colorful like a butterfly. Now from the Center for the Arts at Henrico to the Center for Information Technology at Deep Run. Recently, the G.R.I.T had a special Life Ready event. Abigail has the story.
3 things I always recommend bringing: extra copies of your resume, pen, and a notepad.
Recently, the Center for Information Technologies at Deep Run High School held their annual G.R.I.T conference. G.R.I.T stands for Growing Resources of Information Technology, and this conference was created by Deep Run staff to expose students to future opportunities in IT and computer science.
And the analyst will drive, okay, hey, you have issues with your data, let's clean some of that data.
The presenters weren't just IT professionals. Some were college students sharing what it was like to study computer science at the next level.
You're able to learn the practical application of whatever you're learning in your own way. You decide what you want to do, what you want to focus on.
So kind of a combination of, sounds a little scary, but also a little thrilling at the same time.
Students also had the opportunity to talk to potential employers and get an understanding about what it's truly like to work in IT.
We help people get their first job in IT.
That have to go out and look at different.
Real people sharing real-world experiences. That's just another example of how Henrico schools are working to help students become life-ready.
Nice job, Abigail. We end our show with a look at this year's Henrico 21 event. For School Matters, I'm Soraya.
Henrico 21 is our annual student learning exhibition where we bring students and teachers and leaders together from all of our Henrico schools.
It was an opportunity for students to take the skills and strategies that they are learning every day to meet proficiency with our Henrico Learner Profile and put those into action.
This is my house I made. I made this house very modern.
It has 2 QR codes inside. One leads to this map so you can take a Civil War trip all around Virginia.
Your body is building new cells. You'll see that this is the process of how we do it.
Henrico 21 really embodies the heart of Henrico, and that's our learners. And everything we do and highlight and celebrate through that event is really in support of the students.
Maybe start with small goals and then get bigger. Would you like to go to ancient Rome? So you're in Rome, like, okay.
So this is our project. It was modeled in sort of the idea of StoryCorps, which is...
So students start projects at the beginning of the school year, and they work throughout the school year to become more proficient in those durable skills or soft skills, our 6 C's, called out in our Henrico Learner Profile, to really become more proficient in those skills and strategies. They're able to showcase their work at the end of the year at Henrico 21.
This school's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Who said that?
I did. My name is Marty McFly. Well, actually it's Martha, but everyone calls me Marty.
In truly making this a student-centered event, we partnered with our Center for Performing Arts, and we had students opening in our kickoff video with the fun Back to the Future of Learning theme.
So what'll happen if I push this button?
Whoa! They are not only opening in our kickoff video, but they were the MCs for the evening.
So doing this video wasn't just fun, it was a great learning experience.
And our students really embraced and got to apply the knowledge and skills that they're learning in their coursework through that event with us.
So this is live from Jamestown. So my project is about Marquis de Lafayette.
I think for me what really resonated was the spirit, the excitement of our students. It really was a moment of pride for them and also our families. The sense of pride for them really was the highlight of the event.